How are you? How do you feel? I hope you are doing good. Today we are going to learn a new lesson from A Standard Second Language English. The topic name is The Boy Who Asked for More. Before going to the unit, let us have a listening activity. The listening activity is that you have to listen the audio carefully and answer the questions that follow.
A poor girl was walking along the lonely deserted road. She was wearing a worn out dress and her feet were bare. She had been asked by her father to sell boxes of matches and bring home the money. The girl's pocket was full of unsold boxes of matches. She did not want to go home because her father would beat her for not bringing back any money. Sadly, she lit one match after another. Suddenly, the figure of her grandmother, who had died a year before, appeared in front of her, smiling happily. As the last flaming match was beginning to die out, her grandmother took her in her arms and carried her up to the heavens. The next morning, the passerby found the frozen girl lying in the snow with a pretty smile on her lips. Her burnt matches lay scattered all around her.
Okay, dear students, you have listened the audio very well. Now I will ask some questions. The first one is, where was the girl at the beginning of the story? What is the answer? The answer is, the girl was on the deserted road at the beginning of the story. The next question is, why did the girl not want to go home? The answer is, the girl did not want to go home because her father would beat her for not bringing back any money. The next question is, what did the grandmother do to the child? The answer is, the grandmother took her in her arms and carried her up to the heavens. The next question is, what could the passerby see after the incident? The answer is, the passerby found the frozen girl lying in the snow with a pretty smile on her lips after the incident. Okay, dear students, you have all participated in the activity very well. Now let us move on to the next task about the author. The lesson The Boy Who Asked for More was written by Charles John Huffam Dickens. Charles John Huffam Dickens was born on 7 February 1812 in Hampshire, England. He was the greatest Victorian novelist of the Victorian era. He was a 19th century British author and editor who wrote novels, short stories, comics and novellas. He produced some of the famous books of his time, including Oliver Twist, Great Expectations, David Copperfield, A Tale of Two Cities and A Christmas Carol. This extract from Oliver Twist tells us how Oliver was forced out of the poor house. Okay, dear students, now I am going to start the lesson. Let us read the lesson. Oliver was born in the poor house of a little country town on a cold black night in the winter of 1837. The birth was attended by a doctor who was hastily called for the purpose and by an old pauper woman who was experienced in such matters. The mother died almost as soon as the baby took his first breath. She was a young, good-looking woman who had been found lying in the street. It was clear that she had walked some distance before she died. Her shoes had been torn to pieces. Where she had come from, where she had been going, nobody knew. Okay, now I am going to introduce some glossary words. First one is hastily. What is the meaning of the hastily? Urgently. ಅಂದರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಆತುರದಿಂದ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. Can you make a sentence? is the sentence. Ravi came hastily towards his mother when he saw a strange man outside the house. The next sentence is, the ambulance moved hastily towards the hospital with the patient from the accident place. The next glossary word is purpose. Intention. ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ. Let us make one sentence. The main purpose of our tour was to study the nature. Let us have another sentence. The purpose of coming to school is to study life skills. The next glossary word is pauper, a poor person. Let us make one sentence. Harish became pauper by his luxurious lifestyle. With this, we completed the glossary words. Now let us move on to the next activity. The activity is that put the following events in the order which they occur in the lesson. His mother died as soon as the baby took his first breath. It was clear that she had walked some distance before she died. Nobody knew her. Oliver was born to a poor woman in the poor house of a little country town. She was a young, good-looking woman and died on the street. Our doctor attended his birth, who was hastily called for the purpose. Can you arrange the sentence? Now the answers are like this. First one. Oliver was born to a poor woman in the poor house of a little country town. Second one is, a doctor attended his birth, who was hastily called for the purpose. Third one is, his mother died as soon as the baby took his first breath. Fourth one is, she was a young, good-looking woman and died on the street. Fifth one is, it was clear that she had walked some distance before she died. Nobody knew her. Okay, well done students. Now I will check your understanding of the lesson. Here are the questions. First one, where was Oliver Twist born? Say the answer. Yes, correct. Oliver was born in the poor house of a little country town on a cold, black night in the winter of 1837. Now, move to the second question. Who were present when Oliver was born? What is the answer? The answer is, a doctor and a pauper woman were present when Oliver was born. Now move on to the third question. What happened to the mother as soon as the child was born? The answer is, the mother died almost as soon as the baby took his first breath. Now move on to the fourth question. What did the mother look like while she was alive? The mother was a young, good-looking woman while she was alive. Okay, dear students, you have done wonderful job. Now let us have home assignment. The home assignment questions are: first one, where was Oliver born? Second one, write a short note on Oliver's mother. Third one, frame meaningful sentences for the following words: hastily, purpose. By this, we are concluding the first part of the lesson. Let us have next part in the next videos. Thank you. Have a good day.